Hey, what is going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about this big news that's coming out about CM Punk, and I'm not talking about the Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk match SummerSlam, because that's coming up in a few days, obviously, but that's also big too. But I am talking about this, these rumors that are going out now that possibly CM Punk is renegotiating contract, his current contract, because WWE has been very, very impressed at the past like 8 months or so that he's been back with WWE. He's selling merchandise like crazy. He is selling the most merchandise out of everybody so far in the past 8-9 months since coming back. And even when he was injured, he's still selling merch. So these are the reports that are coming out. Is that 8 months since he returned to the company, WWE was approached Punk renegotiating a new contract, and it was described by multiple sources as being a bigger contract. Punk signed a 3-year packed contract with WWE when he returned to the promotion back in November, meaning he was under contract through November 2026. Reports of Punk had only signed a short deal were incorrect. It talks about how he left under bad terms with WWE back in 2014. Came to AEW in 2021 when he came back to pro wrestling. But yeah, I mean, the positiveness for Punk since coming back to WWE, so reports here is WWE is extremely happy with Punk's attitude, commitment, drawing power, and merchandise sales. That's the thing. He's drawing, despite the fact that he's only wrestled 2 matches and only one was on pay-per-view, and the other one was like a non-televised match. Yeah, Dave, get your facts straight next time. Anyways, so yeah, Punk's merchandise sales and drawing power is great for WWE right now. And that being said, you gotta make him the world champion now. Like the dude is drawing more than the other guys right now. They gotta make him world champion. I don't want to hear this all, he's 46, 47 now. It's like, man, he needs to be the world champion. He needs to win that title, man. Like, he's drawing more than the guys that are, currently, chasing the titles. Like, Damian Priest has not been a good world champion. Like, he has not been a good world champion. I mean, that's just a fact of the matter, whether you like him or not. They have booked him horribly, and now they're trying to finally get him as a babyface here against Gunther. But it just looks so bad, man. Like, it just... And honestly, I'm not even invested into that storyline, because I just what is this? Oh, it's just a classic street thug versus, this promising prospect, feud. I'm like, man... that match at SummerSlam is a mid-card match. I am not interested. That is the least match I'm interested in. And I said that match was not going to be interesting. And the storyline isn't that interesting at all. You got Punk and Drew. You got Cody and Sokola, which again, I think the opponent isn't the right opponent for Cody, but that's what they're doing. You got, Braun Breaker versus Sami Zayn again. I mean, they should have just given Chad Gable the title, but they're doing that. Braun probably will win that. But then you got LA Knight and Logan Paul, and I'm way more invested in that match because people have been waiting for that match for a long time now. You look at the card, all those matches are more appealing than Damian Priest versus Gunther. It really is. Those matches are more, the matches that I think people are going to talk about more before that match. So, and it's because of how they booked Damian Priest. Damian Priest has been just booked horribly as champion. And And I just don't know where they're going with it, especially. Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh yeah, let's not forget about Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Obviously, that has a story based on it too. You know, the injury, revenge tour of being injured, and then Rhea getting injured, and how she wants to take Liv Morgan out. You know, like that. That's like all these feuds, other than Gunther versus Damian Priest, actually has a really good build to it. You know, even Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker, because of the whole 1 month, because the feud they had at Money in the Bank. All these like storylines for all these other like matches actually have like a legitimate build to it, where Damian Priest and Gunther's been like just a couple of weeks, and it's just like, oh, we're just gonna brawl against each other. Like nobody cares about that match. Nobody cares about that match. So why are we doing this World Championship match as a mid-card match? CM Punk's got to win that world title. They're probably gonna wait until WrestleMania. He's got to win the Rumble next year. He's got to win. Like he has sold the most merch and drawing power. How do you not make him? How do you not make him go for the world title? Like, well, I mean, he was promised night one this past year at WrestleMania, but he got injured. Now I don't know what ended up happening because Rock was inserting himself into the WWE Championship match, which of course that all changed with the whole backlash with Cody, But that was the original plan, was supposed to be Seth and Punk for the World Championship. I'm hearing now that they probably were going to make that a three-way. If Punk hadn't got injured for the world title. Personally, I just think they should have just done. I think they should have just done Rock, Cody, Roman three-way. But I guess I wouldn't have had the same impact as Cody Roman because they had done it the previous year. But that's what I would have done. In that whole. I mean, trust me right now, I still think Cody versus Roman should have been the match. But in that situation, I probably would have done that. And also we have to, take into account what's going to happen next year at WrestleMania, because The Rock is going to be in a marquee match next year. It's going to be Cody versus Rock. Some people are still trying to say that it's going to be Randy and Cody. I don't think it's going to be Randy and Cody. They'll probably have their match much sooner before WrestleMania, because the Rock is definitely going to get the match with Cody. It's not going to be with Roman. I don't think it's going to be with Roman. I don't care I don't think that's going to be a Roman match. I don't think because a lot of the reports that came out right after WrestleMania is that The Rock wants Cody, not Roman now. He wants Cody. It makes sense because Rock is a heel right now, and he has a lot of he's still mad at Cody Rhodes, obviously. So they really left it out there at the end when he left the next night on Monday Night Raw. That's probably going to be the match, and you're probably going to see John Cena face Randy Orton at WrestleMania. That's what I feel like they're going to do, John Cena versus Randy Orton for his last WrestleMania. Because the only people they can do for John Cena for WrestleMania is it has to either be Randy Orton or it has to be CM Punk. And I think CM Punk is going to face whoever the world champion is. That's what I think's going to happen. Whether it's Gunther, I mean, I don't think Gunther's going to have. If Gunther wins the title, I think he's going to have a long title reign as champion, especially when she gets to WrestleMania season. The Damian Priest project wasn't working, hasn't worked. He should have lost to Seth Rollins last month because Seth Rollins did pin him. But botch or no botch, it doesn't matter. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Whether it's AEW or WWE, when that shit happens, they should just pin 1, 2, 3. That's my stance on that. But getting back to CM Punk here, him getting a new contract, within freaking 8-9 months of coming back, and only having 2 matches, one being televised. That's huge. That means WWE sees the potential. They see that he can still, draw some, stuff. There's the durability issues with CM Punk, but if he keeps himself healthy, hopefully we don't have to deal with another tricep injury because this was his other arm. When he got injured in AEW with the tricep, it was the left arm. When he got injured just this past January at the Rumble, it was his right arm, which is good because if it would have been it's not good, but it's good in the sense that if he would have re-injured his left arm, if he would have re-injured his left tricep, that would have been far worse. That would have been far worse for CM Punk if he re-injured his left. From what I've heard from people that have from doctor YouTube channels that have talked about it, they said that the left, if he had injured his left tricep again within a year, that could have done a lot of serious internal damage to him. But it was his right arm, which again, not good in the sense of getting injured again, but the fact that it was his other arm that it hadn't gotten a tricep injury before, that's a lesser blow for CM Punk. So in that sense, it was good that it wasn't a re-injury, and obviously we wish CM Punk well, and he's now back, so hopefully we won't have to see more injuries with CM Punk because we want to see him wrestle. We want to see him get into a lot of these feuds in the lead up to WrestleMania for night one, which I do believe he will win the Royal Rumble this year or next year technically. What do I say? I believe CM Punk will win the Royal Rumble next year, and he will face whoever the world champion is. Because there's no sense of having Cody. There's no sense of having Cody. Well, Cody won't win it next year, but someone's gonna win it next year. I think CM Punk's gonna win it. The Rock's gonna have a lot more influence come WrestleMania season because, as we all know, he actually overrules Triple H in creative decisions when he inserts himself. So when it comes to WrestleMania season, we're gonna see the Rock, and that's why Rock's gonna have a spot in this. This might be a new era, but it's still the same when it comes to the Rock. Rock's gonna have a spot no matter what, whether what people think or not. So I think the Rock and Cody is gonna be the match for next year as WrestleMania. For the WWE Championship, that will be night 2, and then CM Punk will face whoever the champion is on night 1. That's what I think's going to happen. That's what I think's going to end up happening. Is CM Punk's going to face whoever it is, and possibly Gunther, because Gunther's probably going to win in a couple days. He's probably going to win the world title, or it's going to be someone, or maybe Gunther loses to Cena before then, and we have a John Cena versus CM Punk World Championship match at WrestleMania. That'd be kind of cool, I guess. Because that's the only thing you can see with John Cena is that John Cena has to face either Randy Orton or CM Punk, and I think CM Punk's going to be occupied with whoever the world champion is. So that's the only way I see it being John Cena again, is if John Cena beats Gunther for the title. Otherwise, I would say it's probably going to be Randy Orton versus John Cena, because those are the only ones I can see him doing a WrestleMania match with, even though I don't think Randy Orton versus John Cena is particularly a good idea, because I never was really that big on their feuds, because they always just did it every month or whatever. Every month it seemed like they were doing a match together. But that's the only match that they haven't done that wasn't a WrestleMania, though. So there's that. But yeah, guys, CM Punk, new contract, awesome. This should basically just prove that Punk is the guy. He's got the drawing power. He's got the merchandise sales. You got to make that man world champion. And that's it. I'm out. Comment, rate, if you like this video, my videos, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell for all the latest contents. Thank you. CM Punk, best in the world, going to beat Drew McIntyre this Saturday. Make sure to watch it on SummerSlam. I'm out. I'm the S Ultimate Goku. I'm out of here. Peace. Also, make sure to subscribe to the S Ultimate Goku for the Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram, and also make sure to go to Discord server and discuss. We discussed a lot of various topics, including this, as well as I do have a YouTube membership. So make sure to look at the perks, and there are tier lists for it. And now I'm out. Peace.